Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be recapping the month of May, talking about our money mishaps and our money moves. And I do want to say that there are other mishaps and moves that we endured during the month of May, but I always like to just mention the ones that are I guess had the most impact. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the video. So for our income, we did budget $7,200, but we did end up bringing in more, and that was due to various things such as us receiving some cash gifts and me bringing in a little more with my job and my husband bringing in a little more with his job. And so that's really just kind of how we got our total, which actually is a perfect segue into the first money move for May. So what we actually brought in was $8,127, which is about $1,000 in additional income. Like I said, it was kind of due to various factors with us bringing in a little more throughout with our various income sources. Next up, we did invest $2,000. That is the minimum that we are looking to invest additionally each and every month. And so we sent $500 to my Roth IRA, $500 to my husband's Roth IRA, and $1,000 to our joint brokerage account. We made $110 by selling. Now I will dabble in selling on Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, Craigslist, pretty much anywhere, but it's not like it's something that I'm actively always working to do. I'm not always looking for something to sell as far as like around the house, but there was an opportunity where I was able to sell something, so I did make $110 by doing so. Next up, we gave $500 for small gifts and donations, and this was unexpected. If you watched our May budget video, then you probably remember me not budgeting at all for Mother's Day or anything else, and so it didn't really register for me that my friend was going to be giving birth in May. Like I knew, but I just didn't have it as a part of the budget. Also for Mother's Day, I did not budget for that either. That didn't even really register for me for May. So anyway, all of that to say, sometimes things are not always going to go exactly as planned. I don't ever beat myself up, or we don't beat ourselves up over giving or donating more than what we anticipated, but we normally have a very small donating/gifts budget that we like to incorporate in addition to our other giving, which I typically don't disclose on the channel unless it's like something out of the ordinary. Even then I don't really disclose it, but we like to have a small donating/giving budget category in our budget each month so that we can capture any small giving that we want to do throughout the month, and we don't even have to think about it. Like we already know we can pick up a tab here, we can donate $10 here or $15 here or whatever the case is, but we really blew that budget because we didn't properly prepare, and so we ended up spending well over our budget and well over or a little over $500 in donations/gifts. I'm considering that a money move because I feel like giving is always a positive. Next up, we saved $250 on our insurance premium. So we got our new premium, like a notification for it in the mail in May, and that premium is a 6-month premium for June through December. And so I realized that our truck hadn't really moved in months, so I went ahead and removed it from our insurance, and if we do have it up and running and are using it again in the future, I will just add it back. But as for right now, I decided to remove it, which then saved us $250 on our 6-month premium. We also received $150 in gifts, which was quite random because we normally don't receive like cash equivalent gifts, but we got a gift card and some other cash, and so that was a money move, I believe. Because I did remove the truck from our car insurance prior to our premium ending, we did go ahead and get a refund, so Progressive sent us a refund in the mail of $55. Our final money move is that we did pay our taxes in full. We do this every year, of course. Owing the IRS is not something that we are interested in doing, but also I wanted to mention the reason why I'm mentioning this, because obviously paying your business taxes or your taxes in general isn't anything super grand. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because we did get letters from the IRS stating that they had to like rework our 2020 taxes, and so we are getting refunds, which those refunds are going to be basically knocking off like $3,000. So technically we did go ahead and pay the money that we had to pay, but we will be getting refunds in the mail, which is super exciting. So those are kind of all of our money moves and the great things that happened during the month of May. Let's go ahead and talk about our mishaps. So first up, we spent $500 on our dog. I believe that June will be the first month that we can actually stick to our pet budget because she doesn't have any surgeries or anything like that, so we should just have to buy food, treats, snacks, and take care of all of her wellness things. But in May, She did have a large bill. I don't know if she got her spaying in May. I feel like maybe she got it in April, but we had to take her to the vet again for some booster shots or something, and various, like, you know, she was a rescue, so we're just trying to get her back right. When she came, she had like some slight issues, worms and things of the sort. So now that all of that is taken care of, we should be able to go forth and conquer. But again, just on her basic needs, and in addition to, you know, the medicines and stuff that we purchased for her, we did end up spending $500, which is well over budget. Next up, my husband had a medical bill. We knew he was going to have a medical bill. I think he went to the hospital in March or April. We just didn't know how much it was, but it came in at $1,790 or $1,780, something, one of those, but either way, pretty expensive. And so we have devised a plan to take care of that, but that was a mishap for the month of May. Also, my husband got a cleaning in April, a regular dental cleaning, which typically doesn't cost money, but for whatever reason, we have to pay $20, so he had another medical bill to come in as well. And then finally, I had a medical bill. So I went to the hospital last year, and for whatever reason, the billing, like the hospital and like the triage bill separately. I mean, I know that's not for whatever reason, but I guess what I'm saying is, for whatever reason, the triage folks, the emergency folks, bill so much slower. So I went to the hospital last year, just to give you reference, and I'm just now getting the triage bill in May. So anyway, that bill came in at $551. Also, we had an issue, or have an issue, with our new car. Basically, the emblem is messed up, and on the newer Toyotas, I'm thinking like 2019 and newer perhaps, or maybe 2020, the emblems are not just emblems. They actually have sensors inside of them, and you can't even buy a new emblem without buying an emblem that has a sensor inside of it, which is almost $500. So I don't know really what happened. I would imagine maybe the dog knocked something into the car in the garage, which is why I'm not really a fan of parking in the garage. I feel like our garage isn't that big to where we can like comfortably park in there and also store things, even though it's super organized. So anyway, long story short, the car repair is like $1,700. I did get a new quote, which is now like $1,000 from a different Toyota dealership. But either way, car issue with our new car, which is quite unfortunate. And that sensor emblem situation, by the way, I have been told does control some other things like lane assist, cruise control, etc., etc. So yeah, you definitely don't want to mess up that emblem. Or if you do, just know that it's not going to be as easy and as quick as just buying, you know, a non-OEM emblem from Amazon or wherever. My bank card was sent to the wrong address. I didn't really realize it until like a month later. I was like, where is this bank card? And so I realized that it went to our old address. So that was super annoying and super frustrating, because I went almost a whole month without having my bank card. Of course, it's just my business bank card or whatever, but I still use that frequently when I'm at stores or just doing things and buying things for the business. So that was super frustrating, and that was something that really put a damper on my May, even though it was something relatively small. Also, I did not add to the LV bag fund. As you can see, we have lots of expenses. None of them were really budgeted for. Like, we didn't know how much they would cost, even though we knew they would be coming in. Well, I will say that I guess we had no real idea that my husband's medical bill was going to be what it was going to be. We didn't know the dental insurance wasn't going to cover the whole dental cleaning, even though they covered my whole dental cleaning, and we have the same insurance, like literally on the same policy. So I don't know. We didn't know about the car issue, that it was going to take place, and we did not know about, I was not even thinking about the fact that this medical bill was going to come late, because this has happened before. But I just thought, I don't know, I just thought it was slow because of COVID. I don't know what happened, but long story short, we did not anticipate all of these thousands of dollars having to go out of the door, so I did not contribute to my LV bag fund. And finally, we budgeted $0 for travel. However, I don't know if you guys know this, but one of my best friends now lives here in Georgia with me, up the street actually, and I was off for 4 days due to Memorial Day, and she was off, and so we just decided to take like a little day trip situation to the Jekyll Island, Savannah, overnight. So like an overnight trip to the Jekyll Island, Savannah, Georgia area. It was definitely much needed. It was super relaxing, fun, and calm, and all of those things. But yeah, we didn't really budget for it. But we found a affordable hotel and we just drove there and just ate. You know, we brought snacks and all that, so we just went out to eat a couple of times, and that was pretty much it. So while I budgeted $0 for travel, I actually ended up spending about $150. Okay, you guys, so those are all of our money moves and mishaps for the month of May. As always, I would love to hear something that went really well for you in the month of May, or maybe just something that caught you off guard. Either way, I will be back here in another month to share our June money moves and mishaps. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.